Plaintiff Brennan Castillo says he and his brother always got along until they had a falling out at the age of 18. Brennan claims after he got married, he became a Christian and a gospel rapper, and he wanted to help his brother find Christ as well. However, Brennan now feels that his brother holds a grudge against his wife, and he's suing him today for damaging his car. Defendant Brett Pendleton says once Brennan turned 18, he started drinking and smoking pot. And once Brennan got with his wife, who was known for dating multiple men at the same time, he abandoned Brett. Brett admits damaging his brother's car, but says he hasn't paid him yet because he never showed him an estimate.
Prove your case.
All of our lives we were getting together real long, and then when we turned 18, we kind of had a falling out. And I got with my wife in 2004. And in 2004, I got saved, became a Christian. And then in 2005, I became a gospel rapper. Let me bust a rhyme for you, if you don't mind.
Go right ahead, sir.
I don't need cocaine, I don't need that weed, 'cause Jesus is the drug I need. Believe me, I need my Jesus fix. He's like Kool-Aid with a new mix. I ain't tripping on acid, I ain't rigging on meth. I need Jesus like I need every breath. I'm free from sin like a prison cell. Christ took the keys straight from hell, unlocked the door to eternity. Choosing Christ is up to you and me. G to the O to the D.
All
Christ
right.
on the cross for you
Very
and me.
good. Thank you.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Thank you.
How long you been rapping?
I've been doing it since 2005.
Have you attempted to get a national distribution deal?
I've been trying.
You can't get one?
I don't really know where to submit it to.
I thought you said you've tried.
Well, I have tried.
How have you tried?
Well, I've gotten with, I put my stuff on MySpace.
Okay. Let me just say this. I'm asking you because there's not one gospel rapper who has gotten a national distribution deal from any of the major record companies, and the reason being, I suspect, is because they don't want any positive music. I know many positive rappers who cannot get a record deal. The record execs tell them to go back and bring me something sensational and titillating. And that's why you have these videos with the women naked, they're wearing all the gold and holding guns and talking about crime and bragging about selling dope, because the major record labels, that's all they want to buy. You know, you have this movement going by the more enlightened rappers like Russell Simmons, the godfather of rap. He has attempted to move rap from a destructive style of music to a more positive style of music. And from what I understand, he can't get the record labels to buy positive rap. So that's why I was asking you those questions, because unfortunately we can't get these record labels. And we blame the kids. You make these raps, what if they make a rap like you? They're not going to make any money. These kids are living in the ghetto. They're desperate for money. They do sell dope. They do all these things. They do commit crime. So instead of actually continuing to sell dope and to perpetrate crime, they instead sing about it and make some money off of it. So they're in a kind of a desperate situation, but these record companies aren't desperate. They're just predators among these young people growing up in poverty in crime-infested areas. That's what's happening. All right, I hope they're watching so they can buy some of that rap. Just sounds good. What you do?
I work
He probably one of those record labels, isn't he?
I work for Cardinal, taking care of disabled people.
Good.
With mental disabilities.
Excellent. Let me hear what you want to tell me.
In 2004, I married my wife, and I tried to lend a helping hand to my brother. He was falling on hard times, moved him up to our house, and helped him get a job. And then he moved back in with our mom, and then a few months go by, falls on hard times again, or disagreement with my mom, and I move him back in. At this time, I set up a plan to get him into a mission that's a Christian-based mission that's going to help him get on his feet and also teach him about the Word of God. So he graduates the program, and then he goes into an apartment complex. It's run down, and he's not doing real well. So I, take him in again. This time, stipulation is I'm going to charge him to live at my house and teach him responsibility. And he's telling everybody that, that we're ripping him off. We charge him $150 a week, which I felt was more unfair, included all living expenses. And so at that time,
How'd you all fall out?
well, he had a girlfriend, met at church, and he moved in with her, and we felt that it was too soon, that he was rushing into things. We tried to give him
We whom?
Me and my wife. And, you know, I think he held my wife, you know, holds a grudge against her because he feels that, that she took me away from him at a young age. And so he's grudgeful against her,
Okay.
I feel like.
Let me hear from him on the background. Then we're going to get to the car damages you're suing him for.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, like you said, back when he turned 18, that's when we had the falling out. He was going to bars all the time. You know, he started smoking pot, and he met his wife in the bar, which at that time I didn't like her because of rumors that I had heard that she was going out with 4 or 5 men a night from the bar. You know, ever since he got with his wife, he's basically abandoned me.
You missed one part. You talk about him going to the bars and smoking weed and drinking all the time. You missed the born-again Christian part.
I don't feel that a born-again Christian would be doing the things that he does.
What's that? He still smokes pot and drinks?
No, he put a restraining order against me and my
not
entire...
un-Christian. What else?
He took my grandmother, who is not all there, and he sold her house out from underneath her. He put
That's what
restraining
you
orders.
allege.
He lied about the rent. It initially was $150. He then moved it up to $200. After taxes, I was only clearing $250.
Gotcha. Go ahead, sir. Tell me how he damaged your car.
He was leaving our house, and I guess he hit my car. He backed into it, and my neighbor across the street seen what happened, and my stepson seen what happened. There's a dent and paint scraped from the door back.
Sir?
I was parked at the neighbor's house across the street, and when I went to go visit him, his stepson was driving his car and pulled in behind me diagonally. Well, when I had pulled in there originally, that car was not there, so when I go to leave, I pulled out straight, had the radio on, not realizing I'd backed into his car. I left. As soon as he called me up and notified
You
me
didn't
that I
look
had...
in the rearview mirror while you were backing up.
No, I knew the car was behind me, but I didn't think... I still thought I could pull straight out and it wouldn't make contact.
Okay, so you thought you were going to go around the car.
Yeah, I thought I could just pull straight out and then go around it, but it didn't work out that way.
What happened with the amount of damage? You obviously have some estimates. You say $1,400.
Yeah.
And did he agree to pay?
At first, he agreed to pay. I was going to let him make payment arrangements.
Your witness want to speak? Ma'am?
I just wanted to say that
State your name.
Kim Castillo. I was there when Brett come back and come in to make the agreement to make payments on the thing, and I also seen the damage on the car.
Okay. What was the agreement regarding payment?
The agreement was I was going to allow him to make payments to me out of each check, and there wasn't an initial set amount at that time. I was going to discuss that with him later.
How much has he repaid?
Nothing.
How long ago was this?
This was back in October.
All right. Sir?
I told my brother on a phone conversation, I said, I think that you should get 3 estimates. Let me choose one of the places you get an estimate at. Then we can discuss the amount of payment each week. He never dropped off an estimate. Now, she did come
You
over
never
to
showed
the...
him any estimates, sir?
We made an attempt to drop off the
And
estimates.
what happened?
I tried to drop the estimates off, and another guy that I don't know who it was answered the door and said that Brett wasn't there, although I could hear him talking in the garage. And I knocked on the garage, and Brett wouldn't answer.
Okay.
So I couldn't leave the
I got
estimates
you.
because the guy didn't
Well, he's
want
going to have
take
to
them.
answer today. You have brought 2 estimates to me today.
I have not had 1 estimate received.
Oh, okay. Well, today you have 2. Give him 2. All right. There you go. $1,400 is your judgment. He has all the estimates he needs. I hope you agree. Have a good day.
Thank you.
I feel that it's wrong. You know, he shouldn't badger her, especially, you know, she's never done anything to him. I feel that his statements are untrue.
I don't know that she was actually going out, but I know that she's a very unpleasant person to be around, someone that I'm not going to associate with because I need positive people in my life.
He says I'm unpleasant, but yeah, I did so much for this guy. I went and bought him tennis shoes for $100 because he had holes in his shoes. He's walking around the rain. I bought him clothes. I bought him Christmas presents because I didn't want him to come to my family's and not have a gift.